Oh my God. Yeah, this is something I'll see. So I don't think I've discussed this here. Maybe I have. If it's a horror movie, I'll watch it. I don't care. I watch every horror movie I get my hands on. Some people do that with Hallmark movies. Some people do that with action movies. I kind of do with action movies too, but more so with horror. I will find a way to get a copy of it. I will watch it, and I will tell you right now that I have. It's like a hunt for a diamond in the rough, if you will. Um, Maybe out of every 100 horror movies I watch, and they produce a lot, one will be stellar, and it'll be an underrated stellar film from a small studio that you just didn't see coming. Um, After Midnight is an example of a movie I recently watched that I forget what year it came out. The first half of that movie is really iffy. The ending ties it together. It's a horror movie, but the script writing is solid on the last portion of it. You can disagree with me if you want, but it was so good, and it's more of a love story at the end of that seemed more real than anything. But yeah, this is something I watched. So I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce you guys to a rule I have that is a good barometer of a film and whether it's going to be a good horror movie or not. Okay, and this is something more recent to say the last 15 years because I've noticed in filmmaking, and it's called the boobs rule. In particular, it's within the first 15 minutes of the movie, if you see bare chest on a woman, that movie's going to suck. And that's because they decided that they were going to keep you involved because the first 15 minutes were so bad, they needed to whip those puppies out to keep you involved. That's kind of horrible. But yeah, usually that's a mark of a bad movie. Generally, if after a scene like that occurs, and I'm still watching and it's still pretty bad, it's a struggle for me to get to the end of the movie because it's awful. And yeah, so that's worked for me for a while, but I have seen some really good movies, horror movies that should not have been good that really were. Now, this is Full Moon Entertainment. If you guys don't know Full Moon Entertainment, they used to do a lot of B movies that I liked. There was Demonic Toys. I'm forgetting their flagship title now. It was Puppet Master. Puppet Master was what it was. Love Puppet Master. They did a lot of crossovers. They did Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master, I believe. Was one of those, and that was really good. Demonic Toys was just an odd one, and I forget the lead actor they had. The guy who had kind of silvery hair was just very brooding, was just very great for a B movie actor. Loved a lot of stuff he was in, but Full Moon has a pretty solid catalog of films. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but they're not bad, and they're a little cheesy, but this was the era of practical effects for a lot of this. Now, Bad CGI Gator obviously is not, and I'm hoping that this is, definitely poking fun at the CGI overuse in films we have, because it is just so far out there. I watched a video, somebody was talking about this, and they were saying that they've seen movies where some of the actors really act their hearts out in the movies, and that is absolutely true. The movie can be complete crap, and sometimes it's just the writing that's bad, but the talent, man, the talent really brings it around and does a good job of it. So keep in mind, movies that are offshoots that aren't very good sometimes have actors that go on to do much better things. So I'm going to put this out here again. I'm in Colorado, so I'm far away from anything, but it is a dream of mine or a bucket list item, however you want to look at that, to be on a film, a B movie film, whatever the project is. I don't care. Speaking role, non-speaking role, costume, whatever it is. I would like to be more involved in films. I have no formal background in that. I am easily trainable though, and I am an everyman for projects. So I don't care if you need help just rigging lights up, you need set crew, whatever it is. If you were somebody in Colorado and you've got a gig that I need it to pay. That's the only thing that sucks. Is I need it to pay because I got bills to pay. But if you've got a project and you need somebody on crew to do basic stuff, and it's something that you think I can be taught or something that you just think I can do, let me know. I have looked up film gigs and I can't find anything. If it's a union issue, please let me know what I need to do to get into that. But that is something I think I would love to do at this point. I had an opportunity once upon a time, and I kind of said no. I said no to it. I said no to it because I was pursuing a full-time career in IT, and I really wish I hadn't, because if I could just go back X amount of years, I'd be working in film now. I know that without a doubt. I had a friend who was in film, worked on Lionsgate picture stuff. He ruined his career horribly. I've told that story, I think, before. I can tell it again if you guys want, but yeah, I really regret not taking that opportunity. So again, I'm putting it out there, but I'll definitely see this. But again, if there's a project where you guys somebody thinks that, you know, I would be able to do, or you need crew for something, let me know what I can do. I'd be glad to be involved in that. I'm not currently working. I do resell full time. I could put my store on vacation, and I'm willing to go out there and do whatever. I am located close enough that I can get to Denver in about 2 hours. I can get pretty much anywhere in the state pretty quickly. If you got something going on in, you know, any of the areas that are close to where I'm at, that'd be great. I'm trying to disclose full location here. Feel free to DM me if there's, you know, information that you have, or if you have a link I can follow any of that. I'd be glad to follow up. But yeah, anyway, sorry to make it so long, guys.